Hi, this is John Wilder, historian of Aleppo Shrine. I'm here at the temple today on a quiet Sunday spring afternoon, and I just want to take a moment to make a little video to thank everyone who's supported me as I've been historian now almost 7 years, and we've started the archives from a box of photos that I found, and it grew from a small display to a museum room, and now we have a brand new museum room that's 3 or 4 times the size. We'll have plenty of tours and some more formal photos and videos, hopefully. But I just wanted to do this one as a little thank you for everyone who's helped me and encouraged me along the way. I'm actually starting out in the mezzanine here. We have the display case that's always been here. A few years ago, we were given this to display some of Aleppo's more interesting items. So, for those of you that see it, the center panel is Aleppo's earliest history. We have our charter, our dispensation documentation, some stuff belonging to our earliest potentates, and we have some of the ceremonial, ritual items. And then, of course, the other side of the fraternity are philanthropic endeavors with the hospital memorabilia. I'll just shut this case off before we go along. So the original museum room was over here. That's now going to be storage. I won't bring you in there because it's a mess. So moving along here, we have what used to be the Kabiri room is now a cigar lounge. Our wall of past potentates. And what used to be the conference room is now the Aleppo Museum. So this is, we're just about ready. It's what I call presentable. You'll see some empty wall space and a few things that need to be filled in, but I'm still finding things in storage, but we have pretty much all the major items set up. So anytime you're at the temple, come by and pay us a visit. We'll try to have the room open during major events like ceremonials and social events, but the office has a key. I have a key, so be sure to track us down and ask to see the room. So a little tour here. We have our library corner with some chairs that probably came from the old mechanics hall. Have all of our newspapers from over the years and different publications from different temples. Some of our fezzes from other temples. The top shelf is all what I call pre-standardization fezzes, so back when you could put whatever you wanted on a fez. Over here we have our imperial officers, all of our dromedary awards for our publications. In the corner, of course, is the Minutemen keeping guard, because, well, that's my unit, so a little favoritism. Nice display from the Mounted Patrol. This case is all of Aleppo's specific items, our membership jewels, anniversary pieces, some of our sporting events. Over here we have some clubs and special events. So I'm always looking for more club memorabilia, our regional clubs and our special interest clubs, along with some of their items, charters, a nice poster from the clinic down in down in the islands. Walter Smith's uniform, 1920s bass drum. We have our display of Judge Robert Gardner Wilson Jr., the only Aleppo Shriner to become imperial potentate. Big thank you to his family for donating some of those items. Our family of masonry display, some from the Blue Lodges and appendant bodies. Our earliest uniform that we have on hand, 1938 staff uniform. The old red Arab Patrol uniform, which was also used by the band. Some of our uniform units items. Those we have to get new shelves for that case so we can make it a little more pretty, a little more presentable. The fezzes up top here are all of the standard fezzes from the 1800s to modern, how they've changed over the years with different manufacturers and different designs. We have the Potentate's Throne from the old stage. Bouncing Bess herself, the camel, which she's probably from about 1910, from references I have. Was probably part of the original Hot Sands, so she looks pretty good for her age. Potentate's robes from the old ceremonials. Some of our diplomas, how they changed throughout the years, including one from a Grand Master, Thomas Booth. Some of our Potentate's memorabilia. I have to get another shelf for that section. Some of our glassware. Imperial Representative jewels, thanks to Harvey Waugh. He's always been a big supporter, so we have some of his long service collection. Up top we have fezzes from officers, and then we get into the units in order of their seniority. So those go all the way across. And we're going to be getting some track lighting in here and some new case lighting, so this is all going to look really nice and professional. This thanks to Cliff and the guys from the Drifters for getting me this this giant display. But here we have a lot of our different souvenirs and medals from Imperial Sessions. A lot of early stuff that I've been actively collecting, and we have some really rare and unique pieces, and a lot of good variety. In the middle here we have some of our circus and from the old rodeo, for those of you who remember that. And then some items from our ladies groups, going back to the Daughters of Isis, which date back to the 1890s. They're long gone, but we still have a lot of support from the Hans, of course, and Ladies Oriental Shrine, Daughters of the Nile. They've always been very supportive, thank you. Some more Imperial stuff. Here's from the times we've hosted. We did host in 1895, but that was down in Nantucket. Here's 1984 and 2000. I'm sure some of you remember that. Everyone loves the Shrine Circus display. A lot of people don't realize those are actually liquor bottles. Some of our stuff from different temples. Some really early 1880s, really early rare pieces in there. Got some great pieces from two units that are pretty close, the Oriental Band and the Pipe Band. Up here we have appointed officers and club presidents, which are the ambassadors. Here's, you might have seen this on our Facebook page not too long ago. This is the lighted sign that would hang on the back of a train when they chartered railroads. This display, I have a few more pieces I have to dig out for this. This is clandestine organizations on the left, and on the right are some various fraternal orders that are often mistaken for Masonic. So you have a red fez, but it's actually from the Odd Fellows, not the Shrine. So, and then in the center right now we have a bunch of uniforms serving as a divider. And I keep finding more stuff that I've got in storage that I haven't seen since we started the archives, so there'll be lots more to come, lots more to fill in, and we'll have some rotating stuff. Eventually I'm looking to get some more counter-level cases, and we'll do a big display in the middle, because there's definitely some other things I want to cover. But I hate to mention people by name, because I always feel like I'm going to leave people out, but you know, there's definitely a lot of people who have helped me, supported me. I got to especially thank, you know, the guys that work in the office and the buildings guys, you know, Steve and Maribel and Sheila and John Gautreau and Tom, and you know, everybody who's really, you know, put up with me digging around All the units I know I've been through come knocking at most of your rooms, and we've found some goodies that even you guys forgot about. So I want to make sure everybody's represented here because everybody puts their part in to make Aleppo special and to make Aleppo so successful over the years. Um, you know, my own unit, the Minutemen, before when this first started, our unit room was doubling as archive storage. Some of you guys will remember I had trunks and boxes everywhere. But like I said, this is a work in progress. But it's getting cleaned up. Um, where I think it's presentable now, so I'm happy to have people in, trying to get everything labeled, and so instead of just filling a room with stuff, you guys can learn the stories behind everything, and learn some of our great history that we have that's told through these objects. It seems like every time I come up here, there's a box or a bag waiting for me on the doorknob. So I just can't say thank you enough to everybody who's helped me, either donating or helping get display cases. Keith McKinnon and my fellow historians from the Masonic Curators. They're always keeping an eye out for me. Even guys from other temples. Randy Coe from Corsair, and Jeff Dyer, who I knew from Pyramid. Now he's down in Florida. You guys have both donated a heck of a lot of material, both memorabilia and paperwork. That's the other thing you guys don't see here is we've got a huge archive of paperwork from all sorts of different temples all over the country and organizations going back. We've digitized a lot of it. I'm trying to get a lot of it up on the internet to make it accessible to everyone, because there's just so much great information out there that needs to be shared. It's you see less and less of this. We're very fortunate here at Aleppo to have the means and this great facility that we have. So I just can't say thank you enough to everyone at the temple. The leadership who gave me the opportunity. It was originally Harlan Woods who appointed me, but every potentate since then, and the past potentates and the divan, they've all supported me and all give me the go ahead, and to trust me with this space is definitely an honor. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that it's here and everybody can come and see it and learn something, because there's a lot of information, a lot of stories waiting to be told. So, even the guys who drop by and just say hi and say, good job, or they'll say, oh, I remember that, and I remember this, and they'll tell me one little memory. That means a lot, because I've told people before I can fill a room with junk, but without the stories, it's just stuff. So it's important to know the stories behind all of this. Otherwise, you're just collecting for collecting's sake. We're here to tell the story of the shrine, not just Aleppo, and how it fits into Freemasonry. Like it or not, we're standing on the shoulders of thousands of men who've come before us, men and women. So it's important to remember that. We it was a Grand Master in the 1920s who said, Grand Master of Massachusetts, I want to say it was Prince, I forget his name, but he said, we of the current generation can claim no credit for the achievements of our forefathers. And it's true. We're not here to live in the past, but we can celebrate their achievements, learn from their shortcomings, and if we know where we've come from, then we can write our own chapter and add to that. But there'll be lots more to come. lots of more information to share, lots of more stories, lots more items. So keep an eye out. Plenty of stories to tell. And like I said, I don't like to mention anyone individually, but I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everybody. So if there's somebody I didn't mention, I'm sorry if I didn't mention by name, but I am grateful for everybody who's supported me. So thank you, and be sure to come by and say hi. Take care.